Hello students. So in today's class we are going to solve some more problems related to module 3. Here we have got the problem number 1, that is a noise it is generated using diode is required to produce 15 microvolt noise voltage in a receiver which has an impedance, that is input impedance of 75 ohm. The receiver has a noise power bandwidth of 200 kilohertz. Here we have to calculate the current throughout the diode. So what are the conditions, what are the parameters they have given here is, so this is nothing but what? This is the noise that is generated in the diode. So we already studied the noise generated in the diode that can be represented by what? ESN square is equal to how much? We have 15 microvolt, and here we have got the input impedance of 75 ohm, that is R is equal to 75 ohm, and at the receiver has a noise power bandwidth of 200 kilohertz. So we are going to represent the noise power bandwidth by Bn, that is we have 200 kilohertz. Now we have to, keeping this, we have to calculate the current throughout the diode, that is what? We have to calculate the I. So the equation for this ISN square is equal to, this is the current equation we have written for the diode. ISN square is equal to 2Q into I plus 2IS into Bn. So this is the equation for current. When we are going to consider is the current is less than what? IS, neglecting IS. When the current is greater than IS, we can neglect the IS term here. So whereas if we are going to neglect this, we are going to left out with the equation ISN square is equal to 2 into Q into I Bn. So keeping this equation, let us see how to solve. We know that ISN is equal to VSN divided by R. Here VSN is nothing but ESN square, that is 15 microvolt divided by R is equal to, we have got 75 ohm. So by solving this we are going to get 0.2 micro. From the equation 1, I can be written as ISN square divided by 2 into Q into Bn. Substituting for this, we are going to get ISN square is equal to 0.2 whole square into 10 power 0.2 into 10 power minus 6 whole square divided by 2 into, so we have got electron charge, that is what? 1.6 into 10 power minus 9 into 200 kilohertz into 10 power 3. Now substituting for this, solving this equation, we are going to get 625 milliampere. So this is what the current which is flow through the diode. Let us solve the second problem. The problem is like this. Here the calculate the RMS noise voltage and thermal noise power appearing across a 20 kilo ohm resistor and at 25 degrees Celsius temperature with an effective noise. We have got the bandwidth of 10 kilohertz. So here they have given R is equal to 20 kilo ohm and T is equal to 25 degrees Celsius and with effective noise bandwidth of 10 kilohertz, that is what Bn is equal to 10 kilohertz, and we require the Boltzmann constant, that is K. In order to solve this, K is equal to 1.38 into 10 power 23, 0.38 into 10 power minus 23. So by keeping this, we have to find out what the RMS noise voltage and the thermal noise. We know the formula ETN, that is the thermal noise equation, that is square root of 4 into K T R into Bn. So putting this the given terms here, that is 4 into 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 into the temperature they have given is 25 into R resistor is 20 into 10 power 3 and the bandwidth is 10 into 10 power 3 kilohertz. Now after solving this equation, we are going to get 1.81 microwatt. So this is the RMS noise voltage and we have to find out the thermal noise. Pn is equal to K into T into Bn. So here K is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 into T is 25 into Bn is 10 into 10 power 3. So after solving this, we are going to get 4.11 into 10 power minus 17. So this is the power appearing across the 20 kilo ohm resistor. Now we have got one more problem. The receiver has a noise power the bandwidth of 12 kilohertz and a resistor which matches with the receiver input impedance, which is connected across the antenna, and here we have to find out what is the noise power contributed by the resistor in the receiver bandwidth, and we also have to assume that the temperature will be 30 degrees Celsius. Now what are the given terms are Bn is equal to 12 kilohertz and assuming the temperature 30 degree, that is T is equal to 30 degrees Celsius. Converting to Kelvin, we have to add what 273 Celsius. So after adding this, we are going to get 303 degree Kelvin. We know the K, that is Boltzmann constant, is equal to how much? 1.38 into 10 power minus 23. So keeping this, let us solve. We know Pn is equal to K into T into Bn. So substituting this 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 into temperature is 303 into Bn, the bandwidth is 12 into 10 power 3. So the power here we are going to get 5.0176 into 10 power minus 17. So this is the power resistor which is connected across the receiver. So this is the another problem where we have got a 600 ohm resistor is connected across the 600 ohm antenna input, which is to a radio receiver, and it has got the bandwidth radio receiver of 20 kilohertz, and the resistor is at room temperature, which is of T is equal to 27 degrees Celsius, and we have to convert that to the Kelvin here. In order to convert that to the Kelvin, we have to add, that is what, 270 degrees Celsius. Here calculate the noise power and also the noise voltage applied at the input of the receiver. Now let us see, we have to calculate what? Noise power as well as the noise voltage applied at the input of the receiver. Now let us see what are the given terms. So here the given terms are what? R1 is equal to 600 ohm. So another resistor is present here. R2 is equal to again 600 ohm, and we have got the bandwidth, that is Bn is equal to 20 kilohertz 10 power 3 hertz, and we have got the temperature at the room temperature. We have got what? 27 degrees Celsius plus 273. In order to convert that to the Kelvin, we are going to get 300 Kelvin. That is noise power is what? P naught K into T into Bn. Substituting this, we know that Boltzmann's constant is equal to how much? K is equal to 138 into 10 power minus 23. Substituting this equation, we are going to get 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 into temperature is 300 into bandwidth is how much? 20 into 10 power 3. So now we are going to get the 8.28 into 10 power minus 17 Newton. So this is the noise power. Now we have to calculate what? Noise voltage applied at the input of the receiver. Noise voltage at the input receiver. So R is equal to what? R1 parallel to R2, that is we get the term 600, that is which is parallel to, so we get the value, that is of the value of the resistor is 300 ohm. The expression for the noise voltage, the formula is what? En is equal to square root of 4 into K into T into Bn into R. So substituting for this, we are going to get 4 into, so the K is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 into the temperature is 300 into Bn, that is we have got how much? 20 into 10 power 3 hertz into R is equal to 300. After solving for this equation, we are going to get the noise voltage is 0.3152 microvolt. us solve one more problem, that is here an amplifier operating over a frequency range. They have given the frequency range from 17 megahertz to 19 megahertz, has an input resistance of 5 kilo ohm, and what is the RMS thermal noise voltage at the input of this amplifier, and we have to assume the operating temperature is of 27 degree Celsius. So we know that the bandwidth is given by what? Bandwidth is given by F2 minus F1. So here we have got two bandwidth range, that is 19 megahertz to 17 megahertz. So we are going to get how much? 2 megahertz of frequency. We know that R is equal to 5 kilo ohm. T is equal to the temperature they have given is 27 degrees Celsius. Converting this into Kelvin, adding to 73, we are going to get how much? 300 Kelvin, and the Boltzmann constant is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23. So keeping Bn is equal to, we have got here 2 megahertz. So keeping all these terms, let us solve the RMS thermal noise. We know the formula for that. Vtn is equal to square root of 4 into k into t into Bn into R. So substituting this, we are going to get 4 and the Boltzmann constant 1.38 into 10 power minus 23, and the bandwidth we have got is 2 megahertz, and the resistor is how much? We have 5 kilo ohm. So after solving this, we are going to get the thermal noise voltage 12.86 microwatt. In order to see some more problems related to noise, we have to learn some parameters, that is noise factor and noise figure. So we have got a formula for this. So noise factor we are going to represent like, it is, noise factor is nothing but available signal to noise ratio power, which is available ratio at the input divided by available signal to noise power ratio at the output. So in the formula we can write like this: F is equal to P S naught divided by P Ni divided by P S naught divided by P N naught. P Si divided by P Ni into P N naught divided by. So let us consider this as equation number 1. So this is what? This is the equation for the noise factor. In order to solve problems, we have to remember noise factor is expressed in decibel. We are going to get noise figure. So we are going to represent like this: noise figure is equal to 10 into log of F. So this is nothing but the noise factor. So 10 into log of noise factor, that is signal to noise ratio at the input, that is signal to noise ratio at the input divided by signal to noise ratio at the output. We can write like this: 10 into log 2 signal to noise ratio into input divided by signal to noise ratio of the output. So when we are going to find out this in particular decibel, when we write this, we are going to get 10 into log signal to noise ratio input minus signal to noise ratio of the output. So whereas both get cancelled, the ideal value of the noise figure is always 0 dB. So we have to remember this both in order to solve the problems. The topic we are going to discuss here is the signal to noise ratio of a tandem connection. So we all know that the telephone wire or a cable is connected. It is for a longer distance, where whenever the signal has been passed through a longer distance, the signal will get attenuated. So in order to overcome that, let us see how we can connect the tandem connection here. To overcome this power loss, we have to amplify in between the connection. So let us see how the connection has been made here. Here we can see when we are going to perform the signal to noise ratio of a tandem connection, here we can see the connection with the amplifier along with the gain here. If the power loss of a line section we are going to consider as L, and here the gain of the amplifier we are going to consider as G. We have to choose this loss of line section as well as the amplifier Lg is equal to 1 for this, and this is the connection where we can write the total noise power at the output for the mth link is Pn is equal to Pn1 plus Pn2 plus Pn3 plus Pnm. So this is the last link, that is Pn1 is nothing but what? Noise power added at the end of the first link. So whenever we see this block diagram, we can see the connection of Pn1 and Pn2. So the total noise power can be written as what? Pn0 is equal to m into Pn.